Hey guys, welcome to my reactions video for Microsoft press conference for E3 2014. Alright, so here we go, conference just ended, so I'm just going to run down everything that was announced and let you know what I thought about it. So first up, they showed what we probably expect every year from Microsoft, the Call of Duty game that's coming out this year, which is called Advanced Warfare. So they showed the new gameplay for that. Now, I saw the trailer that came out not long ago. I wasn't so impressed with the trailer, if I'm honest. I mean, I know it's another Call of Duty and it's nothing special. But when I saw the trailer, I was just like, yeah, it doesn't really impress me that much. They're just going to the future, it's sci-fi, nothing amazing. Oh my god, that gameplay was absolutely stunning. The game itself looks beautiful. You can definitely see the jump up where they've actually made it specifically for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 now for the next gen systems, because compared to Ghost, it's far in advance. The thing I noticed the most, which I found quite interesting, was actually the game looked more like a sci-fi first-person shooter than it did a Call of Duty game. And by that I mean, it didn't seem like the usual Call of Duty where just everything's coming at you constantly, there's hundreds of blokes, it's just shit going off, blowing up all over the place. It was a lot more sedate and a much slower pace, and I actually liked that. I think that looked really good. And the graphics look absolutely gorgeous. The explosions, the colours, just everything. It was just really interesting. There's so much going on that you're just thinking, oh, what's all that there and what's going on there? And it's just really cool. So yeah, I'm actually on board, and it seems to happen every time a Call of Duty gets announced. I'm not that bothered because it's just another Call of Duty. And then I see a trailer or a gameplay and I'm like, I'm going to have to buy it now. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy that because it looks fantastic. Next up, they announced that the Nürburgring is now available on Forza 5 for anybody who wants to play that, and that's free, so that's good. Then they talked about Forza Horizon 2, which is coming out on September the 30th, so if you're a big Forza fan, great. I like the look of the games, I just can't play them, can't control the cars, I'm useless at that kind of thing. I like arcade, I'm not as good at simulation, which is a shame because Forza 5 is beautiful, but there you go. Next one was Evolve, which is a game I'm not really that interested in. It's a first-person shooter, and I think there's like RPG elements or something to it. It doesn't really look up my street, but if you like that sort of thing, it looks great. Then they showed Assassin's Creed Unity, which was really cool actually. That was a really nice demo they showed, because you can play with 3 other friends online, from what I can understand. And I assume from looking at the gameplay, it's all campaign-based, so you can play the 4 of you in the campaign together and make it tactical, which I actually thought looked really good the way they showed it. It worked really well. I thought the graphics looked great, the environment looked great. The only thing I'd say is it looks like yet another Assassin's Creed. It doesn't look like they're really pushing the boat out and changing anything, which, you know, if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, probably doesn't matter all that much because you're going to love the game anyway. I've always wanted to really get into the series, but I've never been able to do it. Every time I try, I just can't play the games. I'm absolutely useless at stealth, and I just tend to die a lot and don't really make progress. So it's a real shame because I'm missing out on quite a decent franchise there, but oh well. Next up, was Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't care, not my type of game. If you like that, great, not for me. Then they showed Sunset Overdrive, which was absolutely brilliant. They did a fantastic piss-take trailer at the beginning, having a dig at like cover-based military shooters, which I thought was really funny. And the gameplay itself, I was so impressed with that game. I mean, I've seen the gameplay that came out a few weeks back, but it just looks so good. It's really bright, it's colourful, it's old school. It's just a fun video game. There's no seriousness about it at all. It's just mutants and just blasting stuff with big weapons. There's explosions and you're running around. There's all this colour and it's just absolutely stunning. So I'm really excited to see more of that, and I'm definitely going to be picking that one up when it comes out because I can't wait to play it. Insomniac are great anyway, but yeah, that looks like a really fun game, and it's nice to see that in you know, the industry we're in now. There's a lot of serious games. To see a fun, just old school, blow everything up and just run around and dive over buildings and just kill mutants. Yeah, it's totally up my street. I'm definitely getting Sunset Overdrive. Awesome. Next one was, let me see, oh yeah, and that comes out October 28th as well, so that's brilliant. And then there's an advert for the new Dead Rising 3, which I couldn't get the title down fast enough because it was like a piss take from Capcom, but it's, you know, it's like super ultra, just all these different titles. And it's basically you can play a cosplay in Dead Rising 3. You can play all of the Dead Rising characters in cosplay as your favourite Capcom characters. So they showed like Haga from Final Fight, they showed Chun-Li, they showed a few others as well. it doesn't interest me because I'm not a Dead Rising guy. But if you like Dead Rising, great. I may give Dead Rising 3 a try at some point. At this point, not really something that interests me, but when it comes down in value, I might give that a shot. But yeah, if you're into Dead Rising, go and check it out, because I think it's available now, if I remember rightly. Right, okay. In fact, it is, it's available now, so there you go. Right, next one, they show Disney Fantasia Music Evolved, and also the new Dance Central game, which was Dance Central Spotlight. I have no interest in dancing games or music games, but if you are, the Disney Fantasia comes out October 21st, and then Dance Central's out in September, so if you're into them, look out for them. Then they show Fable Legends. As you know, I don't do RPGs, so it's not really appealing to me at all. However, it does look fantastic, and I might possibly try it in the future. I did try the original Fable. I actually quite liked it. I mean, it was a lot easier for me as a non-RPG guy to get into it. You know, and most people can debate whether it's a true RPG or not, because it's like Zelda and people do that. But for me, I found that a lot easier to get into than most RPGs. So maybe I might give Legends a try, I don't know. We'll wait and see, but it did look really nice. Next one, that dog's going to die. Next one is Project Spark, which they announced last year, which is a game creation tool which looks absolutely fantastic. I really like the idea of that. I want to see some demos of that. I want to see how easy it is to create a world. For someone like myself, who's just a gamer and doesn't have any coding experience and doesn't have a clue how to make a game, is it going to be as simple as just picking up the controller, getting stuck in, and being able to build a simple world, and then learning tools to evolve that world? That'd be really cool. And at the end of the trailer as well, Conker turned up, which was a bit weird, and he said, "Oh, I've not had a game in 10 years, time to make a new one." Now, is that just saying you can make your own Conker game, or does that mean there is actually a Conker game coming, or I don't know what that was all about? That was quite interesting. So yeah, keep your eye on that one, because if Conker's coming back, that would be bloody brilliant. But yeah, interesting. Then they showed a game called Ori, O-R-I. I didn't like the look of that. It looked boring to me. It's typical art house indie bullshit. Not my kind of thing at all. And then they showed the big one, which had been rumoured. I think everyone knew it was going to be announced, but you know, we're hoping. And it is official. The Halo Master Chief Collection. Wow, absolutely brilliant. You basically get Halo 1, 2, 3 and 4 all upgraded graphically with original and new modes like a Halo Anniversary had. You've got Halo 2 Anniversary, which is going to be fantastic, which has also got the original Halo 2 multiplayer, which, me not being a multiplayer guy, when Xbox first came out and they did Xbox Live, I played a hell of a lot of Halo 2 online, and so that is something that actually really does tempt me to get back into online gaming, just for a little bit at least while that's out, and get a gold account, because that is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really impressed with that. It's coming out November the 11th, and it's got over 100 multiplayer maps, and it's going to be 1080p, 60 frames per second as well. If anyone cares about that, because I'm sure some people do, brilliant. But the main thing is that overall, in all 4 games, stick them on in a package, absolutely fantastic. It also comes with Halo Nightfall, which is the live-action TV show that's being created by Ridley Scott. So, yeah, and you also get another thing as well, the Halo 5 beta is coming out in December as well. So they're absolutely going all out on the Halo front, which is fantastic. And I've got to say, that Master Chief Collection, I want a price, because I'm expecting that one to be expensive, but I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's reasonable. But then again, it's worth it, I think. I mean, that is going to be really, really impressive. I'm not a big fan of Halo 3 and 4, to be absolutely honest with you. Number 3 I can kind of get on with a little bit. Number 4 started off really strong. I found near the end I was just getting really bored and I just wanted it to finish. I wasn't enjoying it at all. But nonetheless, I'm intrigued as well, because obviously Halo 1 and Halo 2 are going to be anniversary editions. So they didn't actually say they were going to upgrade 3 and 4, but I'm assuming they are, because they're on the 360. Number 4 I would assume wouldn't look that much different. I mean, I know there's a massive difference in power between the 2 consoles, so they could essentially power it up quite a lot. But I'll wait and see. I'm interested. The main thing is we're getting all 4 games in a collection. Absolutely fantastic. Next up was the games that are coming out next year, 2015. So first of all, there was a game called Inside, which didn't look interesting at all, and I can't even remember what it was about because I wasn't that bothered when I was watching the trailer. Then they did the ID at Xbox, which is all the indie games that are coming out. They showed a montage trailer of loads of different games. I'm not into the indie stuff myself, but if you are, go and check out the montage trailer, because there's an absolute stack of games. Some really interesting looking titles as well, so there's a really good mix in there. Then this was my favourite moment of the whole conference. Short and sweet, and really happy because I was playing the previous game in this franchise, only finished it today for the second time. I've been playing it for the last 3 days on the second playthrough. That is Tomb Raider. There is a new Tomb Raider and it's coming, and it's called Rise of the Tomb Raider. Yeah, I can't pronounce what I actually wrote next to my notes on that because I don't want to swear on my channel, but, well, not properly swear, let's put it that way, but I was so excited. The trailer was brilliant. Didn't really give you all that much information, but it gave you enough to tease you and make you want more. I just can't wait. I knew it was going to come at some point, but to actually know it's official now, there's a new Tomb Raider coming. So excited. Love the last Tomb Raider. Absolutely brilliant game. I was actually hoping and thinking, oh, are they going to say it's an exclusive? I knew they wouldn't, because they're going to put it on PS4, obviously, to get the money, but that would have been a really cool thing if they'd gone, you know, Rise of the Tomb Raider, exclusive, only on Xbox One. That would have been kick-ass, but nonetheless, new Tomb Raider coming 2015. Cannot wait. Gotta buy it. Then they showed Phantom Dust. In fact, sorry, they showed The Witcher 3 first. Yeah. If you like The Witcher, go and check it out, because it does look gorgeous, just not my kind of thing. They showed Phantom Dust, which apparently was on the original Xbox, but I'm not aware of it at all, and I've played a hell of a lot of Xbox games. I used to own over 200 games, so yeah, I'm surprised I've never heard of that one. I've heard of the actual title of the game, but I didn't know it was an Xbox game, and I know nothing about it. Didn't really look that interesting, but I went to see some gameplay. And then they showed a new demo of The Division from Ubisoft. Oh man, oh, that game looks good. That looks really good. Another reason for me to get a gold account, get on Xbox Live. You know, I don't want to get dragged into multiplayer gaming, but when you've got Halo 2 multiplayer, you've got The Division, I'm just going to have to, because The Division looks absolutely spectacular. Gorgeous game, and I'm really, with Ubisoft, as we saw with Watch Dogs, they give these amazing trailers and gameplays and you think, wow. And then when the game comes out, it probably never does live up to what you expected. So I'm hoping that this one might do. I know Watch Dogs is splitting opinion at the moment, so when I've played it myself, which will be a while, but when I do, I'll be interested to see how I feel about it, and I'll give my opinion on that one. Then they showed a new game coming from Platinum Games called Scalebound. I wasn't sure what this was. It was supposed to be an action game, and looking at the trailer they showed, there was a guy that looked like quite emo and a bit Final Fantasy, fighting dragons with swords and armour, and I thought, that's not really me, that's not the kind of thing I'd ever play. But it kind of also interested me as well, so I'm not too sure on that one. I'm going to wait. Hopefully we'll get some gameplay and then I'll make my mind up, but I'm on the fence there. I'm not going to say no, I'm not going to say yes. I'm going to wait for some more information, some gameplays on that one. And then lastly, they showed Crackdown. Now they didn't say it was Crackdown 3, which I thought was a bit odd. They just put it as Crackdown, so I don't know if it's going to be a straight up sequel and be number 3, or it's actually going to be a Crackdown reboot. That'll be interesting to see. I was never a fan of Crackdown. I did try and play it, couldn't really get into it. I should really go back and try them again, because apparently number 1 is brilliant, number 2 is just a bit of a rehash, but I'd like to give them a try again. But yeah, the new one, the trailer looked really, really good. Obviously, we haven't seen any gameplay yet, so it's too early to say, but yeah, quite impressive. So yeah, guys, that is the Microsoft conference for E3 2014. Everything they covered, what I thought about them. All I can say is basically that was a brilliant conference. Well done, Microsoft. They said, you know, Phil Spencer was saying games, games, games. That's what it's all about. We're just going to keep bringing the games, and I think they delivered really well. Really solid performance, just game after game after game for an hour and a half. 90 minutes of pure solid game. You know, plenty of different genres, real good mix. You know, so it satisfies everyone. Obviously, a lot of those games aren't really my type of games, but there was a good select few in there that I would definitely purchase. And yeah, I was really quite impressed actually. Definitely one of their better press conferences. Very slick, no lagging, waiting around. You know, it's all pretty smooth. Little cheesy in parts because it is Microsoft and they say little things to the camera and you think, oh god, don't do that. But other than that, absolutely brilliant. Phil Spencer, awesome. Really great choice to put as the head of Xbox division, because he really does sell it well and he's a really good presenter, and I really like the guy. I do think he's a good addition, so excellent. Yeah, big thumbs up for Microsoft. Very impressed. So there you go, guys, that's my impressions. Loved it, thought it was fantastic. Can't wait to carry on now and watch EA, Ubisoft and Sony, and I'll obviously post videos about all of those as well. let me know down below anyway what you thought of the conference, you know, what games are you looking forward to out of the ones that were announced. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, to keep up with my videos, just click on subscribe. That will give you all my latest videos as they come up. And thank you for watching. I'll see you all again soon.